Nichols, how are you? So I wanted to do this project. I actually was able to find this on a curb. You know, sometimes things are still working, but it doesn't bring joy to the owners anymore. So I decided that it would bring me some joy. So this is my finished result. It used to be all black, and here, this sides, and these colors actually match kind of the theme that we were doing. I just need to do some little more paint touches over here and I will be done. I'm just doing this video super quick before my kids go to bed. It is late. So this is basically my kids' shared room, and I needed something to put all of our medical supplies. If you know me in person, you know that one of my son has multiple diagnoses, medically complex and such, and so we have a lot of medical things around the house, and I need different places to have them, but I also need them to be very hand and also in various places. And one of the places is here in the room, right next to him and his bed. So I decided to make this into like our medical superhero cart. Medical things are always a lot of trauma. It's a lot of traumatic. So I'm trying to make this as cool as possible. He already came in and he told me Asha, so that means thank you. So he liked it. So let me just kind of tell you what I did. So I actually used a fabric, any type of fabric that you can buy anywhere. And I used just the cotton fabric, nothing like fleece or anything like that. I took Mod Podge, put a layer of it on the bottom, and then put down the fabric. Make sure that there is no bubbles or any what is it called, arrugas, and then just put it on. Obviously you have to measure and cut. What I like to do is go cutting as I go. So I make it approximate, and then once I start figuring out how I like it and how I fold it and everything, you just have to think that you're like folding like a Christmas present. So I did the corners folding and everything. You put more Mod Podge there so it makes sure to seal. And also what I took is this little tool. It's actually like a little screwdriver, tiny little screwdriver. I took the edge on the bottom, and this actually has a couple edges. So I made sure to go, when I was still Mod Podging, I made sure to go on the edges so it is nice and crisp, and it doesn't lift later. I did put this in. As you can see in the video, you can't really see the Mod Podge is still drying and hasn't dried completely, and you can't see it because the Mod Podge dries clear. So that is also something very good to know. I will still be putting an extra layer of Mod Podge. So I put one on the bottom, then I did another one once it was all settled how I liked it. I'm going to be putting another layer as well, but my son, he decided to come in and throw the Mod Podge on the floor, so obviously I don't have all of it anymore, so I will have to run to the store sometime, and I will be able to finish the project. But other than that, I did that here, I did it on the side, and then on the other side I also went and got these new knobs. As you can see, it took a long time in the time lapse that it took a long time to take the old knobs off because they were very old and rusted. I was going to take my taladro out, the zzz drill, but I actually ended up just using a bigger, more sturdier screwdriver. But basically, this project actually is one of my pricier projects just because of the licensed things. So the knobs, some of them were $4, some of them were $3. I think the cheapest was $3, and the more expensive one was about $4 to $5. And so we just put his favorite superheroes. In the bottom you can see that it is not Marvel anymore, it's DC, but Nisa does not discriminate the superheroes, he likes them all. So this is our finished project. My total finished project cost me $47. So Matchpad was already in my house, but I will have to buy another one. So I'm gonna save $50 for my finished project. But I think it's worth it. It made my son happy. It hopefully helps with the aversions and the trauma. Excuse me. That has. Oh wow. Wait. I do not have the Rona. I promise I do not have the Rona because I haven't been seeing anyone. Anyways, hopefully it helps with the trauma that he has been having towards anything medical and everything. And yeah, as you can see, their room is basically adventures all the time. So hopefully you enjoyed this project, Mijas y Mijos. If you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah, buenas noches, and hope you have a nice night. Buenas noches.